Alright, children, let us look into this very well. Let's look closer. What can we bring out here as a solution? What do you think we can bring out here? Pause the video and check. If you're unable to get it, this is the solution here. I've gotten something here. Look at this arrow pointing upward. It's telling us that there is something related to each other between these 4 and 6. Look at this arrow pointing toward this side. It's telling us that there's a certain relationship between this and this. Relationship between this and this. So I will tell you now. This 6 and 4 is either you say 4 plus 6. 4 plus 6. So let me write that. 4. I'm following the arrow. That's the reason. 4 plus 6. That's 10. Minus 3 plus 2. This 3 plus this 2. 4 plus 6 minus 3 plus 2. What will it give us? That is 10 minus 5 is equal to 5, which is this 5 in the center. Let's see if that logic will work on the second one. 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 minus 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1. So this is 5. 3 plus 2, 5 minus 1 plus 1, that is 2. So 5 minus 2 will give us what? 3. So it works on this. Let's check the third one. The third one is 5 plus 1. 5 plus 1 minus 1 plus 0. 1 plus 0. So 5 plus 1, that is 6, minus 1 plus 0, that is 1. So 6 minus 1 will give us what? 5. So it works on this one as well. So this is what we are going to use in the next exercise, and that is how it goes. Thank you very much. Alright, children, we have taken the sample and we have known how we're going to do it. This is this plus this minus this plus this will give us this. Is that not? So let's start. I want to remove this. This is no longer sample. It has become an exercise unto us. So we want to face it. It's no longer sample. So this plus this, let our question mark be x so we can deal with it seriously. So now we say x plus 4. X plus 4 minus 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 is equal to this center number 6. So mathematically we want to solve x plus 4 minus 3 plus 2 is equal to 6. Do you see here? Some of us might be doing wrong thing. We might just add this together and say this is 5. It cannot be, because we are coming from something pro this and this minus this and this. So these two are together and these two are together. So we want to solve it mathematically. Don't make a wrong step. So what is going to happen? X minus 4 is alone. Look at this negative sign must affect this and this to open this bracket. So we have x plus 4. This bracket is open because it is positive sign that is here. It is only that we are not writing it. It's only when you find negative here that we write. So minus times multiply by 3, we have minus 3. We are opening the bracket. Minus times plus 2, that will be minus 2 is equal to 6. It is now that you can deal with this as a number, as anyhow you want to deal with it. With this bracket, you can't do anything. You can't just add this, except you carry it in mind that this minus must affect it. When you add this together, this minus at the end must affect what number you have here. So take notes. You can do it anyhow, but mind this minus sign very well. It is very important. So you will now say x. Like now we have plus 4 minus 3, that is 1, minus 2. Or how do you want us to do it? Let's add this together. X plus 4 minus 5. So that is what you will get here. When you add this together, you get minus 5. When you add this together, okay, because I don't want it to affect you later when something will happen. That's the reason I'm explaining here. Take note of that minus sign. Now you've gotten minus 5 is equal to 6, right? Now you get x minus 4, x plus 4 minus 1. So this 4 minus 1, you get minus 5, you get minus 1 equal 6. Are you getting it now? So you now go for a step further and say you want to eliminate this minus 1 because you want to retain x. You want to know what x is. So you know the procedure, because we have been doing that many times. Just to remind you, so you say x minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 6. You add 1 to this side, you must add 1 to this side plus 1. So your x, this is minus 1 plus 1, that is 0, nothing more here. So x now is left here is equal to 6 plus 1, 7. So 7 is the right answer that's supposed to be here. So E is that good answer. The next question. This next question has fractions or around it. So what is the rule? What is the steps that we have to take? We say this plus this, that is 1 plus 2 over 3 minus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4. This is it. So what are we going to do? Is equal to what? It's equal to question mark. This is, we just work this out. You just work this out. You don't need to use this one to work it out. So just work this side out and you get this side. So what are we going to do now? 1 minus this. So I want to interpret this as, I want to open this bracket and say 1 over 1 plus 2 over 3. Yes, that is in one side, minus, I want to deal with this bracket, minus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4. Now remember, I have brackets here. If I don't want to open, if I want to open this bracket, this negative this minus sign will affect this plus sign. But as it is, since as they are inside brackets, let it be. Mind this negative sign. I repeat that. So you find the LCM of 3 and 1. What's the LCM of 3 and 1? Is 3. So let's rule this line and put 3 under. Get it now? How many 1 can you find in 3? You will find 3. 3 times this one, that is 3. You write 3 here. Plus, how many 3 you can find here? It's just 1. 1 times this 2 is 2. Do you see that? So now put your negative sign again. Put your bracket, because you never open the bracket, remember. So you rule your line. Find the LCM of these two. The LCM of these two is just 12. So how many 3 you can find here is 4 times 1. 4 times 1, that is 4. Plus, put this plus back. How many 4 you can find here? That's 3. 3 times 1, that is 3. You put your bracket back. This negative must do something here. Alright, what are we going to do now? We get 5 over 3 minus, what do we have here? 7 over 12. It is now that you can remove this bracket, because this plus is no more here. The negative has come closer to the result of what you have here. That's the reason I told you that the negative must affect. So let's move further. This one is equal to, we find the LCM of these denominators, and the LCM of the two of them is just 12. So how many 3 can we get here? How many 3 can we get here? It's 4. 4 times 5, that's 20. You write 20 here. Put this minus sign. Minus. How many 12 you can find here? It's just 1. How many 12 you can find here? Just 1. 1 times 7 gets 7. Do you see that? So we go further and say this is equal to, you still have your 12 under, and 20 minus this, that is what? It is 13. So 13 over 12. Among our answers, there is nothing like 13 over 12. So let's borrow down here to work, because I don't have space up here to work again. So let me use this place. Sorry for doing that. So I have, the result I have is here is 13 over 12. So this 13 over 12, I can say, if I remove 13 from 12, I will, don't let me do it that way. I will say, how many 12 I can get in 13? I will say 1. I get 1. So what's the number that remain? Remain 1 over the number I used to divide them, 12. So one whole number, 1 over 12, is our good answer in this case. So let us look at it. A 1 over 12, no. B 11 over 12. C 1 whole number. That's the meaning of this. 1 comma 1 over 12. This 1 whole number. That is what we mean by writing this. Because of this type of software that is working here, it doesn't recognize mixed fraction like this. That's the reason we write it 1 comma 1 whole number 1 over. So this C is the right answer. If you have the question paper of the past question 2015, you will know that what is written here is one whole number 1 over 12, and that's our answer for this one. All right, let's move on to the next, number 27. All right, thank you very much. Number 27. So you can pause the video before this come to this level. I want to remove this so it will not disturb us from working here. So I have number 27. What is the issue? What is the step? This 1 plus 3 minus question mark plus 1. So let's represent our question mark with x. Let x help us out here. So I will say 1 plus 3 minus x plus 1 is equal to 3. This 3. Do you see that? So I will give bracket to this because this minus can do something wrong for me. So I want to be very careful with this minus sign. That's the reason I put my bracket. So I can put bracket on this as well. 1 plus 3, that will give me 4. Then minus, look at this, you cannot add x plus 1 because you don't know the value of x. That's what I've been saying over there. So just use this minus sign to open this bracket, and you say minus times x will give you minus ax, then minus times plus 1, you get minus 1. The bracket is already opened now. You can go ahead because you've opened the bracket. Is equal to 3. All right, so in this place there is minus x here, but this minus x, I don't want to get minus x, or if I want to get minus x, no problem, I can get minus x, I can do it anyhow, but I will arrive at the right answer. Don't do it anyhow. It is not anyhow. So let's follow the procedure. You will take this like terms, this minus 1, bring it closer to this. So you will have 4 minus 1 minus x is equal to 3. 4 minus 1, that is 3. Minus x is equal to 3. Are you there? Are you following it up? So if that is the case, we have x here. So this x, I want to bring it to this side. If I just bring this s to this side, this s will become positive. So I will say 3 minus x plus x, I add x is equal to 3 plus x. So my x is positive here, so the x can be cancelled here because minus x plus x is 0. So I now have 3 is equal to 3 plus x. Therefore I want to eliminate this 3 here, so I will have to minus 3 from both sides. So 3 minus 3 is equal to 3 minus 3 plus x. Wash, this side is 0. 3 minus 3 is 0 is equal to 3 minus 3 is 0 plus x. Do you see that? So 0 is equal to x. Our x here is 0. Don't let any other number convince you by anybody. A is the right answer in this case. 0 is the right answer. You want us to prove it? So if you want us to prove it, just let's put, since we get 0 here as our x, let's just put 0 here. and we write this very place. We write this very place, and we must get 3. So we will not put 3 when we are writing, so that we will know. So let's say 1 plus 3, we close that bracket, minus into 0. We represent this x as 0 because we get 0 here. 0 plus 1 will give us what? We don't know, but we know here that it is 3. Let's leave this side empty. If we get 3, then our 0 answer is right. So this plus this, 1 plus 3, that is 4, minus, let's multiply this. Minus times 0, 0, there is nothing there. Minus times plus 1 will give you what? This minus. Before we put this minus, let me delete this minus here. Some of you may be confused with that, because I've added this and I want to use this minus now. Minus times 0, 0, minus times plus 1 will become minus 1 is equal to what? When you 4 minus 1 will give you 3. So if 3 is the center number, then our A is equal to 0 is right. So that is that. Let's go further. A is not 2. Some people use 2. It's not 2. Work it properly, you will get it right. If you follow mathematics procedure, you can't lose. All right. In this case, we have this plus this minus this plus this will give you 7. So let's write it mathematically. 5 plus 5 minus 3 plus question mark. This is our question mark. Let it be x. 3 plus x. Let's bracket it. It will give us what? 7. All right. 5 plus 5, we have 10. So 10. This same thing that happened the other time. We must consider this negative sign. To open this bracket, you say minus times 3 minus 3 minus times plus x minus x is equal to 7. You have opened the bracket now. You can go ahead anyhow. So you can say 10 minus 3, that is 7, minus x is equal to 7. Do you see that? So now your x is here. You want to eliminate this 7 so that only x. I want to follow another way now, so that I will have negative x here, and I will show you how to make it a positive, just not the way we did in the other one. So let's go. You say to eliminate 7, you say 7 minus 7 minus x, that is, you minus 7 here, you will definitely minus 7 at this other side, is equal to 7 minus 7. Do you see that? So 7 minus 7, 0 minus x is equal to 0 as well. So you still have 0, 0. So minus x is equal to 0. Since here is 0, nothing is there. Even though you use minus to multiply 0, you will still get 0. You use positive to minus to multiply 0, you still get 0. So negative doesn't affect 0 as anyhow. So your x is equal to 0. Do you get that? That is A is your right answer. If you are confused with that, I will come back to this place I get my x is equal to 0. So I will come back to this level. I will rub this side off and I will continue from here. So what do you think I want to do? I want to eliminate this x here. I want the x to exist here. So what will I do? I will say 7 minus x plus x is equal to 7. You know, I add x here, that is plus x. Do you see that? Now x here minus x plus x, they cancel each other, that is 0. So we have 7 is equal to 7 plus x. Now I have plus x here. So I want to eliminate this 7 here. So I will minus 7 from both sides. So I will have 7 minus 7 is equal to 7 minus 7 plus x. So 7 minus 7, that's 0. 7 minus 7, that's 0. So we have 0 is equal to this equal sign is equal to plus x, which is x. So we arrive at the same answer. That is just it.